Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we're going to look at if statements. Yes, we're going to look at if statements. So generally with if statements, let me uncomment this. With an if statement, we usually have the condition, and actually I don't need to uncomment it out. So we usually have the condition which takes in a true or false value. So in this case, if the condition is true, that anything inside this here, inside the body of this code, remember the body of the code is with these curly braces. So everything inside here is executed if the condition is true. But if in this case, if the condition is not true, nothing happens. Basically, nothing happens. It doesn't even go into the body of this code because the condition is not met. And if we go to another example, we have the second if statement explanation. So again, if the condition is true, everything in this body gets executed. Then if it is not true, everything in the else part gets executed. So basically it's like, if it is hot, then I want ice cream. Else, I want tea. So you see, in this case, if the condition is true, then whatever that's in here will be executed. For example, in this case, if it is hot, if this is true, if it is truly hot, then I want ice cream. But then again, if it is not hot or whatever else, then I want tea. That's basically the same example I'm giving here. So that's how the second part of the if statement explanation works. Then we have the third explanation. So we can have else if conditions. So in this case we had only if and then else, but in this case we can have the if statement. Then if this is not true, it goes down to check the else if. And if it is still not true, then it comes down to check the else statement, and everything inside this curly braces gets executed because none of these here are true. So if nothing is true, the else statement gets executed basically. So it will start from here and checks if it is true. If it is not true, it skips, comes back to this one, comes down to this one. It checks the condition. If the condition is also not true, then it comes down to the else statement. Yes. So then we have our first if statement example. In this case, let me uncomment this one. So yes, 1 plus 1 is 2, isn't it? That we know already. So we are saying if 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So we are saying if the sum of this is 2, then print this is true. We all know that 1 plus 1 is 2. So if I run this program, it should print out this is true. But instead of printing, I want it to give us an alert. Yes, alert. And then if we compile, there's no errors, and F5, you see, this is true. Basically, that's how that first part works. So this was just a simple, straightforward if statement code. Now let's move forward to the next if statement example. So in this case, we have this, right? If 1 plus 1 is equals to 5, we all know that 1 plus 1 is not equals to 5. So if this condition here is true, then this will be printed out. Else, it will say it is false. This is false. We already know that 1 plus 1 is not 5, so we already know that this condition here will be false, isn't it? So yet again, let me use the alert. It should give us the alert stating that this is false, because we all know that 1 plus 1 is not equals to 5. Yes, let me actually add an alert on top. Since we are using the alert thingy, it's better I put something so that it can divide whatever code we have next. Yeah, so it'll create a space. Actually, let me just make it an empty string. It'll create a space and then it'll print out whatever or show us whatever we needed to see. So if I press F, oh, mistake. I forgot the semicolon. So yes, if we compile this, no errors, and then F5 to run the program, you see this is false because 1 plus 1 is not 5, basically. So let me comment this out again. And then let's move on to the third example of if statements. So in this case, I created a whole lot of identifiers, variables. So we have this artist called RD, we have Tion Wayne, we have Central C, we have Ed Sheeran, and then we have Kizito Arinze. So now in this case, if RD is true, it will print out come and go. Else if it is Tion Wayne, Central C, and Ed Sheeran, it'll print out the Bad Habits remix. I don't know if you know it, but yeah, it's a nice one. Else if Central C is true, it'll print out Khabib. If Kizito is true, it'll print out Flow. If none of these here are true, then it'll print out none of the conditions are true. Yet again, let me use the alert. I prefer the alert. It makes a nice sound. So, alert, an alert, and another alert. And yes, again, I have to put down an alert here, an empty string, so that it divides whatever we printed out before. So then let me make RD true. So you see, I am making RD true, so it should print out come and go. So if we compile this, there should be no errors. Oh, actually, let me stop debugging. So yes, if we compile this, there is no error. There's no errors. Yes. In F5 to run, you should print out come and go. Come and go. Now let's say cancel. Let me return to my meta editor. Let's say if I did not put anything or make any of these things here true, what happens? Let's see. Compile F5. Stop debugging first. So compile F5, and then F5 here is to run. Compile is F7. It prints out come and go again. Why does it do that? Basically, we didn't give any of these values anything. You see. So I'll put RD and now equate it to false. So basically I'll copy it and paste it how many times? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more times. Then this one will be Tion. This one will be Central C. This one will be Ed Sheeran. This one will be Kizito. Yes. So I made everything false. Now, since I've made everything false, what do you think is going to appear? Let's compile first and then F5. Can you see? None of the conditions are true because I made everything false. Then if we make Gizito true, it should print out flow. So let me stop debugging first and then compile, which is F7 and then F5 to run the program. It prints out flow. So you see guys, that's how if statements work. Basically, if this condition is true, then it prints out the artist's song. True, prints out the artist's song. If it's true, then it prints out the artist's song. If it is true, it prints out the artist's song. But if none of these here are true, it prints this out. So basically it goes from the top, checks this. Is it true? No, it skips it. Comes to the next one. Is this true? No, comes down. Is it true? No, comes down. Is it true? Yes, then it executes this. Basically, that's how it is. So yes guys, that is it for this video. I will see you in the next video.